Hello and welcome back. Today, Hannah and I have a challenge for you. We've put together a test to see how much you know about fruit, specifically berries. If you can answer all three of these questions correctly, you can skip this video and consider yourself an expert. But if you get any of them wrong, you should stick around to talk agriculture with me. This test works very simply. Hannah and I will each hold up a fruit, and you have 3 seconds to identify which of them is a berry. Sound simple? Let's get to it. Number 1, is a blueberry a berry, or is an apple a berry? If you said that an apple is a berry, you are incorrect. Blueberries are berries. Number 2, is a raspberry a berry, or is a pomegranate a berry? Okay, well, if you said you thought a pomegranate was a berry, you are correct. And if you thought a raspberry was a berry, you are sadly mistaken. Now, you might be feeling pretty smart so far. Maybe you got those right. But now for the last and final challenge. Number 3, is a cranberry a berry, or is a banana a berry?
Ring ring.
Hello?
Henrietta, if they said a cranberry is not a berry, are they correct?
Nope. Cranberries are berries. Hey Hannah, if they said a banana is not a berry, are they correct?
No. Bananas are berries.
It was a trick question.
Trick question.
Trick question. Both bananas and cranberries are berries. Well, that was fun, but it's obvious that most, if not all of you, need to watch this video. And it leaves us with the question, okay, so if raspberries aren't berries, what is a berry? Well, you might be sad to know that strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, all these things that you grew up having your kindergarten teachers and your parents and your friends and anybody who ever said, "Oh, look at that raspberry bush." All of those people have deceived you, I am sorry to say, because what we colloquially refer to as berries are not considered botanical berries. Botanists, or people who study plants, have special ways that they categorize plants based on their similarities. They group different types of plants with similar characteristics in similar categories. One of those categories is berries. Fruits come in many categories: aggregate, multiple, or simple, which is the category that berries eventually fall into. Now, simple fruits, they can be dry or fleshy. If you go in the fleshy category, you would have drupes or berries. Berries have a few fundamental characteristics. Since they are simple fruits, that means that they come from plants that form from a single flower that had a single ovary. The reason that some things, like raspberries, are not actual berries is because they come from a single flower that has multiple ovaries. That's called an aggregate fruit. You'll notice, if you peel apart a raspberry, that each individual seed is in its own kind of like little tiny casing that are all just stuck together. Those little tiny pieces are each their own little drupelets, similar to the way a pineapple has multiple little sections all kind of squished together. Raspberries are in a botanical category of fruit called aggregate fruit. Strawberries have a similar deal, but actually a totally other thing going on. We could make a whole video about that, maybe when spring comes and they're in season. Okay, aggregate fruits, not berries. Berries have to have a single flower with a single ovary. Oftentimes though, that ovary has multiple seeds in it. That's why things like, say, a cherry wouldn't be considered a berry. Even though it comes from one ovary, it only has one seed. Now there are a few exceptions,
But we're not just gonna talk about this.
we're not gonna talk about those. Most true berries are like blueberries, beautiful fruits that have one flower with one ovary and multiple seeds inside that one ovary. Also similar to grapes. Now, the thing about grapes is that we often don't see the seeds, kind of like bananas. You didn't know this, bananas actually have seeds. We just have triploid bananas, like we get triploid grapes, they get rid of the seeds. That'll be a whole nother video for a whole nother time. Right now, we're still trying to get to the bottom of what makes a berry a berry. So far, we know one flower with one ovary, multiple seeds. The other important characteristic is the way their layers exist. Similar to a grape or a pomegranate, both of which are berries. They have three parts: exocarp, mesocarp, and endocarp. In a berry, all three of these are fleshy and edible. For example, we can actually peel the skin off of our grape. And on our pomegranate, this outer part here, inside we have the soft tissue, that's the mesocarp. That's the part of the juicy part on the grape. And the part just around the seed is the endocarp. You could also see this on a banana. Bananas, like I said, are also berries. So if we take our banana, we can peel off the exocarp, which you can eat all the layers: the exocarp, the mesocarp, and the endocarp. So the exocarp here on this banana is the peel. The fleshy part that we eat, that's the mesocarp. But the peel, that's the exocarp, you can actually eat that. In fact, it has a ton of fiber if you ever need some more of that in your diet. And of course, the part around the seed, which this banana doesn't have seed, because again, triploid, another video, another time. That would be the endocarp. So to sum up, berries have three main things that we're looking for. A single flower that has a single ovary. That ovary usually, almost always, though technically not as a rule, has more than one seed in it. And all three layers are fleshy layers. And now you have all the skills that you need to walk with confidence into the grocery store and start identifying all the things in the produce aisle that are actually berries. You can go over there and be like, hey, look at those blueberries,
Watermelon,
golden berries,
kiwi,
grapes.
cucumber. Oh wait, you don't know cucumbers were berries?
Wait, you didn't know cucumbers were fruits? Well, don't you worry, because we have an upcoming video where we break down for you what exactly is the difference between a fruit and a vegetable, and answer that ever elusive question, what are tomatoes anyway? Vegetable? Fruit? Berries? I hope you enjoyed that video and got all your questions about berries answered. If they did not all get answered and you still have questions about specific fruits, are they berries, are they not, please leave those in the comments. If you have questions that have stumped you and you've been wanting to know for years about berries or fruits or food, put them in the comments below. I would love to answer those for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit that like button and just show that you're enjoying this content. And if you want to know the moment we come up with new material and have new videos that released answering all your questions about food and the people who produce it, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be in the loop as soon as things are released. As always, thanks for joining me. Please connect with others, work diligently, act justly, and above all, be courteous to everyone.